everyone doing? Good. Well, I'm your host, Catherine Johns, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming out to another Music at the Library. I'm so happy to have you here. Today's musical guest is absolutely talented, wouldn't even begin to describe this musician. He's really amazing, and there is definitely a special place in the music world for Bill Griese. So please help me welcome today a musician that is so talented. He's even written a song on how he wants to be Taylor Swift's next ex. Please help me welcome Bill Griese.
Thanks, Catherine. Beautiful. Okay. Well, thanks for coming by, everybody. I really appreciate it. My name is Bill Griese. I live here in Franklin, Tennessee. I'm originally from New Jersey. And have lived in a few different places in my life, Colorado and Chicago. And my wife and I moved down here with our kids about a year and a half ago from New Jersey. So we're really pleased to be here. I'm pleased to be the musical entertainment for this month for the library. And I'm a pretty laid-back guy, so I'm just gonna do a little sound check with my first song and see how it sounds, and you guys can let me know how the volume is and everything. I just coached a couple of soccer games today, and that usually wears me out anyway. I was telling Catherine, but it's been a crazy day. My son and I went and we got bagels this morning in Brentwood. We drove up to Broigers and got some bagels, came home, I got my stuff together, went to soccer, warmed up the team. We lost. Came here, set everything up, went back to the soccer fields for my second game with my son's team. We lost. And then now I'm here. So
I know the pain.
Yeah, it's rough. My girls' team hasn't won a game all year long, not one. We haven't even tied, so it's kind of rough. But that doesn't really matter, because I yell at them a lot. You know, that's what they really like. One more little footnote is I had the flu. I still have a little stuff in here, but I had the flu for about 4 or 5 days. I was just on my back from Halloween day until Monday of this week. So if I cough in the middle of a song or two, please forgive me. Well, I tried to tell you, and I tried to show you, but you know it ain't easy. We both know it ain't easy, and you tried to say it. You tried to find a way just to let me down easy. But we both know it ain't easy, and we both know way deep down where you know. But we both been afraid of letting go. But it's been too long coming, too long going, too long running. Too long both of us knowing, too long waiting, too long hiding, too long fading, too long is finally too long. Oh, the times we've worried that we might have hurried some decision. 'Cause you never know what you're missing, and the mind is frozen, not a thing gets chosen for indecision. No, you never know what you're missing, but we both know way deep down where you know. We both been afraid of letting go. But it's been too long coming, too long going, too long running. Too long both of us knowing, too long waiting, too long hiding, too long fading, too long is finally too long. This doesn't change a thing of what we had in the early years. My, those were some early years. It's just a chance to show that we can handle what to do from here. 'Cause we both know that it's been too long coming, too long going, too long running, too long both of us knowing, too long waiting, too long hiding, too long fading, too long coming, too long going, too long running, too long both of us knowing, too long waiting, too long hiding, too long fading, too long is finally too long. 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 Thank you. Back at you. Hey, you. How you doing? This is a song off of my first CD. I have two original CDs. One's called For This Day, and that was done a number of years ago, and then there was about a 7 or 8 year gap, and then I released my second CD, which is called Too Long Coming, and that was about almost, I guess, 2 years ago now. And I'm in the mood to make my third, so I'm trying to get into the studio for January or February. But this is a song that is on my first CD. It's called Streetlight, and it was written literally on an insomniatic night when I couldn't sleep. And I went downstairs, and it was about 2 in the morning, and there was a street light on the corner in the neighborhood that we lived in Chicago. And this song just kind of came to me. Softly thinking, I see now you're glowing. You say, how's it going? Are you waiting on a stranger to join you in the night? So you can share your ideas on how to calm their fears with your light. Darkness wrapped around us, the fabric of a feeling. For some it may seem healing, but to others it's gonna smother like a blanket, too heavy and too tight. So you stand patiently, you hope to set them free with your light. Shine on, shine on, shine on. relieved of your duty. She's gonna be a beauty while the world outside is waking. You drift off out of sight. For to sleep until when you start it all again with your light. For to sleep until when you start it all again. Thank you. How are you doing, guys? How was the party? Yeah? Good. People stay for a long time? Yeah? Your mom makes some rockin' lasagna. Mm. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe you're just fooling with me. You just looked my way. I swear you just looked my way. And I've been waiting all night long just to talk to you. And it would make my day. Baby, it would make my whole world sway if we could go out in the moonlight, away from this crowd. This sort of music doesn't feel right. These folks are way too loud. And when we get out in the moonlight, I might ask you to dance. Maybe we can make some romance out in the moonlight. You don't know my name, but you can't say the same about me. So it sounds bizarre. I know who you are. I've been waiting way too long just to meet you. It sure been nice so far, but I can't stand this noisy bar. How about we go out in the moonlight and get us some air? It's really such a lovely June night that it's nice and cool out there. And when we get out in the moonlight, we walk hand in hand. Feels just like a foreign land there out in the moonlight. There's a glow in the darkness. There's a light in the sky. There's a warmth in my heart, yes. Is that love in your eyes? How about we go out in the moonlight? Go out in the moonlight. How about we go out in the moonlight? Go out in the moonlight. Thank you very much. Thanks. Appreciate it. It feels so good to be sitting upright and playing and singing a little bit. And you guys know I was last week. Oh yeah, you're making requests back there with your hand signals? She wants to hear the same song. I'm gonna wait a little bit for that one. But anyway, in my house, there are 4 of us. I have 2 kids and a wife and myself. Every single one of us has been sick with whatever's been going around. It seems like it was the flu. And so in our house, we missed a total of 5 days of school and several days of work. And I'm just now able to finally sing again, sort of, and it feels good. So thank you very much for listening. Trying to figure out what I would like to play. There is one on the tip of my tongue that I was going to play before. I can't think of what it was, but save that one for a little bit later. I know somebody who's coming that wants to hear it. So, this is a new song, relatively new. New meaning not released, and I've been saving it for my 3rd CD, and it may very well be the title track to that next album of music. It's called Closer to Home. We were halfway there, it was deep in the night, she was sleeping. It was my turn to drive, we were making our way, taking our time to get there. I had the moon up above and the trees all around me. The rhythm of the road had finally found me when the questions of my life crept out of nowhere. What if what I'm chasing is all in my head? And what if when we get there it's not like I said? What if she decides that she just can't take it? What if our love don't make it? How can I be right when I can't even see it? If it's so much to ask to only believe, is it hopeless? Is it foolish? Can we really even do this? But in my heart I always knew to find my place in life, this is what I had to do. 'Cause in those moments on your own, everybody needs a little something special, closer to home. All my life I've been prone to wander, picking up could never pull me under, but I guess I lost more than a little along the way. Moving for choosing, always out to prove What if she decides that she just can't take it? What if our love don't make it? How can I be right when I can't even see it? It's so much to ask to only believe. Is it hopeless? Is it foolish? Can we really even do this? But in my heart I always knew to find my place in life, this was what I had to do. 'Cause in those moments on your own, everybody needs a little something special, closer to home. Everybody needs a little something special. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're losing your family. They all left you. They didn't tell you I'm going to be watching you for the rest of the weekend? You coming over to my house? Yeah. Right? You like squid, right? You like to eat squid? No? Bummer.
What about squirrel?
Squirrels. Squirrels, yummy. You can't come over.
Eat the caterer.
Ooch. Yeah. What'd you say?
Eat the caterer.
Right. You can come over then. Anyway. I'm going to play a brand new song that I'm actually writing right now with a buddy of mine that I really like it a lot, so I'm going to throw it at you and just see what you think. Trick about the new song is you never... How does that start again? Like brand new, like literally, I'm still writing it, okay? Well, the games are all on and the taps are all flowing, the bars hopping, the bands go in. It's gotta be the hippest place in town. But I'm watching my clock and I'm checking my phone. I'm right here, but I feel alone. 'Cause I guess my patience is wearing out. I want to talk to some girls, 'cause back home it's just about bedtime for my little ones in curls. I want to talk to some girls, 'cause right now it's time to remind them that they're the party of my world. I want to talk to some girls. I want to talk to some girls. She said don't call them, they want to call you. After brushing their teeth all through, between that story time and prayers. It's healthy watching all of these folks having so much fun when I miss home. But it's a work trip and I can't be there. I want to talk to some girls, 'cause back home it's just about bedtime for my little ones in curls. I want to talk to some girls, 'cause right now it's time to remind them that they're the best part of my world. I want to talk to some girls. I want to talk to some girls. So all you women with your flirty eyes and just about bedtime for my little ones in curls. I wanna talk to some girls. It's about now it's time to remind them that they're the center of my world. I wanna talk to some girls. I wanna talk to some girls. I wanna talk to some girls. Girls, 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 girls. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a song I'm writing with my friend Dave Hammer, who I occasionally write songs with, a real good friend of mine. He lives up in New York. And he called me, came up with that fun idea, and I thought it was wonderful, so we're writing it right now, and it's almost all the way there. I didn't quite write this one. Who's to say what is impossible will they forget? This world keeps spinning and with each new day I can feel it changing everything as my mind begins to spread its wings. There's no changing curiosity as my mind begins to spread its wings. I already sang that part. There's no changing curiosity. I'd like to turn the whole world upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share the love I have with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I don't want this feeling to go away. Who's to say I can't do everything? Well, I can try. As I roll along, I begin to see things aren't always what they seem to be. I'd like to turn the whole world upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share the love I have with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. There's no time to waste. The world keeps spinning and spinning round and round and upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share the love I have with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I wanna turn the whole world upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I have with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I don't want this feeling to go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. Thank you very much. Would you like me to have written it? No, I did not write that, no. I wish that I did. That was Jack Johnson from, I don't know, about 10 years ago or so. I'm a big Jack Johnson fan. I like his stuff a lot. Real mellow, good groove.
You know his song Flight?
Yeah. That was one of his first actual radio hits. Mild hit. Flake and then Bubble Toes, I think. Flake, I used to play that one. Seems to me that maybe Pretty Much Always Seems No. Is that song? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Well, I've gotten 2 requests for this already, so. I did write this one. I'm either proud or not proud to say. This was another one of those great examples of my good friend Dave Hammer from New York. He's a college friend of mine, and we've been in touch and close for a long time. And he takes 2 trips a year down here, and we always have a good time. But anyway, he called me on the phone and said, Billy, he calls me Billy, said, Billy, I got a great idea for a song. So he told me about this idea, and we just sat down and hammered it out. Adriana likes it, I think, right? My first reaction made me feel so small. Yeah, I was jealous that I can't deny. I guess I wish I'd been that lucky guy. Better to have lost a girl like that than never to have loved at all. I wanna be Taylor Swift's ex. I wanna hear her sing how she'll never forget when sparks flew and she gave me her heart. But I was so mean that I tore it all apart. And our song came to an end, so we're never, ever, ever getting back together again. Call me fearless, call me crazy, yes, but call me Taylor Swift's ex. Now I'm not after fortune and fame. They wouldn't even need to know my name, 'cause in my heart I'd be sure she was singing about me. While I was her man, I would try my best to protect her from things like Kanye West, though deep down I knew that it was never meant to be. No, anyone could see, but I wanna be Taylor Swift's ex. I wanna hear her sing, I should never forget when sparks flew and she gave me her heart. But I was so mean that I tore it all apart. And our song came to an end, so we're never, ever, ever getting back together again. Call me fearless, call me crazy, yes, but call me Taylor Swift's ex. Even though she don't know about me, I wanna be Taylor Swift's ex. I wanna hear her sing how she'll never forget when sparks flew and she gave me her heart. But I was so mean, I tore it all apart. And our song came to an end, so we're never, ever, ever getting back together again. Call me fearless, call me crazy, yes, but call me Taylor Swift's ex. Taylor Swift's ex. Call me Taylor Swift's ex. T.S.X. Yeah, that was fun. I'm a pretty, when I write songs, I can be pretty depressing and pretty introspective, and I'm a northeasterner and I like cold, gray weather, but I'm also a big goofball, so when I write funny songs, I really have a lot of fun with that. And I made a video of that, filmed it in Nashville, and worked with about probably 15 or 20 other guys who are all sing about it, and it's a lot of fun. And in my total uninhibited ridiculously, I came up with a little Taylor Swift's X dance, and I did it in the thing, and I could see the girls over there were doing the dance from the video. Yeah. Good job. All right, I'm gonna write a song for you right now. It's like a work in progress. No, I'm going to play a song now that's a relatively new song that is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum as Taylor Swift's X. This song is I Love My Wife Very Much, and I'm not just saying that because there's microphones and video things recording everything I'm saying and doing. But I've been married for 17 years. And I wrote this song for my wife after being together for a long time. And it's one of my favorite songs. It's called Speechless.
Middle of the evening, the world outside is sleeping all around us. Staring at you lying there beside me as I listen to the night. Just to see you with the moonlight in your hair, just to feel you next to me right there, just to hear you breathing in the air leaves me. Sitting at the table, coffee and a bagel Sunday morning, sharing on a paper while we talk about the day that waits ahead. Just to see you with the sunlight in your hair, just to feel you in that robe you always wear, just to hear you humming in your chair leaves me. Just to see you with the love light in your hair, and just to feel you, knowing how you care, just to hear you, and all the secrets that you share leads me.
Thank you. where's that thing? Here it is.
I don't want to play any games. I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to take any chances, walking some fine line. I don't want to ruin this moment, but I don't want to wait anymore. And I don't want to hide what's inside me like I've done before. I just wanna get close to you, yes. I just wanna get close to you now. I just wanna get close to you. Tell me now, darling, are you feeling this too? 'Cause I don't wanna sit and pretend like I've been there and I've done that. 'Cause baby, we both know that only goes so far. I don't wanna scare you away. I just wanna say what's been on my mind. And I don't wanna reach out too far ahead of myself, but I can't stare to fall behind. I just wanna get close to you now. I just wanna get close to you, yes. I just wanna get close to you. Do you think that that's something we can do? I don't want to make you have to guess my feelings, so I'm not gonna take you on that ride. I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. I just wanna get close to you, yes. I just wanna get close to you, yes. I just wanna get close to you. Tell me now, darling, are you feeling it too? I just wanna get close to you, yes. I just wanna get close to you now. I just wanna get a little close to you. Do you think that's maybe something we can do?
There we go. Thank you. That was a song called "Close to You." That's a newer write of mine, and that's slated to be when I go back into the studio, hopefully in January, February for CD number 3. That's going to be on it. Maybe the opening track from it. It's one of my favorites.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey originally. Grew up in northern New Jersey, and I was telling a couple of folks earlier that I grew up in New Jersey, and then after my wife and I got married, we moved a few times. So we've lived in Denver for about 6 years, and we lived in Chicago for a couple of years too. And then we moved back to the East Coast and landed temporarily. We lived in Saratoga Springs, up near you guys. And then we settled back down into New Jersey, which is where I have been from. So we moved here about a year and a half ago, my wife and I, from Morristown, New Jersey. And it was actually a really comfortable move going from Morristown, New Jersey. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of it or knows about it, but Morristown, New Jersey and Franklin, Tennessee are actually really similar places. In fact, it's uncanny sometimes how similar they are. Morristown is a Revolutionary War town, and Franklin is, of course, more of a Civil War town, but they both have that same exact kind of, war history, and the plaques everywhere, and everything up there was about, George Washington slept here and here and here, and all the battles there. But the town has the same sort of a look and feel, and it has all the placards from the Revolutionary War. So then when we moved here, it felt like we were kind of in the same type of town, except Civil War instead of Revolutionary. I love the history, love the architecture around here, and the countryside, and the horses, and it's awesome. This is a song off of my second CD called The Power of Our Love. Wrote it a couple of years back when the recession was kind of, in really full swing. It's always one of my favorite songs. Let's see if I can sing it.
Get so caught in the crosshairs of changes. Who would have ever seen with what we've been through we'd stay sane? And who would have ever dreamed you and I might have to, in the meantime, give up everything we knew to make it through the lean times? But ooh, there ain't nothing we can't do with the power of our love. Power of our love. I know we're gonna rise, 'cause you and I were not meant to be falling. I know we're gonna fly, 'cause sometimes it starts with crawling. I know we're gonna prove, once we get back up in the groove, yeah, we'll be stronger than before. Can't you see us moving? Ooh, there ain't no way we can lose with the power of our love. Ooh, there ain't no way we can lose with the power of our love, love, love. The power of our love. I feel the power just about every hour of every day. And I know you feel the power, and I know you know everything I mean when I say, ooh, there ain't nothing we can't do with the power of our love. Ooh, there ain't no way we can lose with the power of our love. Ooh, ooh, there ain't nothing we can do with the power of our love, baby. Ooh, there ain't no way we can lose with the power of our love, love, love. The power of our love. The power of our love, 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 love. Talking about the power of our love.
Thank you. For those of you who were not here when I started, my name is Bill Griese. It's spelled like the famous quarterback, Griese, except the famous quarterback mispronounced it, so at least from what I've read. It's a German name, so it should be pronounced Griese. But anyway, so Bill Griese rhymes with Lisa. I am from New Jersey originally, and if you didn't hear that I was from New Jersey originally, then you probably didn't also hear that I have until recently been sick as an absolute dog. I got hit with the flu, and I was on my back pretty much from Halloween, which was a Thursday, through Monday, with a fever and like a bronchial thing and everything else. So yeah, it's a miracle that I'm able to sing now, and so every once in a while I may cough or gaggle or something in the middle of a song. I really apologize, but it's just great to actually be able to carry a tune and sit up and sing, and it feels wonderful. And I was really proud, actually. Puckett's has this, I think twice a year they run a contest, which is called the Puckett's Rising Star Contest, and it's a 9-week singer-songwriter thing. And you go, and if you win for a night, you advance to the semifinals, and there's 14 semifinalists, and then those 14 get whittled down to 4. And I was excited that I made it to the final 4, pardon me, which of course was this past Tuesday night. And so I spent Thursday through Monday like napping for 4 or 5 hours a day and taking a million, what are those called? Those airborne things, and echinacea and vitamin C, and I lived on herbal tea and chicken soup, and I basically willed myself to play Tuesday night, and I won the darn thing. And I did, yeah, thank you. So it was really fun, and actually, thank you. And I keep, they did a video of it, and I looked online and saw myself singing. And you know when you hear yourself on an answering machine or something, and your voice sounds like the worst thing you've ever heard in your life? Well, I think the same holds true for a lot of us singers, and we always cringe when we hear ourselves talk or sing later. But I heard myself from the tape of the Tuesday night thing, and I was just like, wow, who is that? What is that voice coming out of me? It just didn't even sound like me. So it's a miracle that I actually was able to win that thing. And it was, the good thing was it wasn't necessarily, I think, performances wasn't the key to that particular contest. They were more interested in the songs and the material and stuff. So no matter how I sounded, at least I was singing the stuff that they liked. So that was what did it. But so I'm fresh on the heels of that. Well, that was a good night, and I feel like $1 million compared to Tuesday night when I was singing. So if you don't mind an occasional cough, and that my voice doesn't normally sound like this in particular, I don't mind playing songs. I love to play music. All right, I'm going to play, whenever I play, this always ends up being my most requested song. Well, honestly, I'll be honest, this and the Taylor Swift song. Everybody wants to hear that darn Taylor Swift song. But this song was the single most requested song of mine until the Taylor Swift song came along. I need a tuner for my voice.
Can I guess what it is?
You know what it is, right?
I don't know.
Okay, you can make a guess.
My request.
Can you write down it on a piece of paper and then show it to me when it's over? No, I'm just joking. What's your guess?
I do?
Oh no, but I can play that one too if you like it.
I like that.
That's cool. No, this one is called On 3. So if you've heard that, then this is it. This was another co-write with my friend Dave Hammer up in New York.
Well, she was standing alone on the springboard, thinking this is way too high. The water was waiting below her, and knees were shaking and her heart was racing. Her feet just wanted solid ground. When her daddy climbed up and stood with her, and he said, I know a good way down. Take my hand, don't be scared. This here is your time. It's not far, it's just there. I swear you're gonna do fine. I'm gonna start to count. So get set now and hold on to me. Here we go. On three. She was standing in the back of the chapel, wearing that pure white gown. A new life was waiting before her, and she was sure of the one she'd found. But her knees were shaking and her heart was racing at the thought of walking down the aisle. Then her daddy turned and he looked at her, and he just said with a smile, take my hand, don't be scared. This here is your time. It's not far, it's just there. I swear you're gonna do fine. I'm gonna start to count. So get set now and hold on to me. Here we go. On three. She used to say that he could never fall. But then one day she got the call. Standing alone by his bedside, not a single light was on. Daddy was barely with her, all his fight was gone. Her knees were shaking and her heart was racing. She thought they'd have a few more years. And then she leaned down and she kissed him as she whispered through the tears, take my hand, don't be scared. This here is your time. It's not far, it's just there. I swear you're gonna do fine. I'm gonna start to count. So get set now and hold on to me. Here we go. On three. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You like that, huh? Cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You online? We can get you online.
I'm online. You can look me up. I'm easy to find. I should mention that I do have 2 CDs of original music, and I have them back there. And I have a deal nobody can refuse, because I am from New Jersey, and if you refuse it, you'll end up with broken kneecaps probably. But if you like my music at all, if you want to take one or both of my CDs. I don't even need money for them. If you want to put money in that little thing, you can. You know, anything, 50 cents, $1, $100 bill, whatever. I really don't care whether you put money in there or not, but if you would like to take some music, take it home with you, and if you like it, spread it around, and if you hate it, re-gift it, give it to somebody for Christmas.
They'll make you an offer.
That's right.
Which one's the best?
I prefer the one in your right hand, the white cover one. That's the newer one, and I'm real proud of the material on that. So yeah, enjoy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Do you have the ex-Taylor Swift song in one of those?
You know what? It's not on there, but the Taylor Swift's X song, which is a song a lot of people are asked to download, is on iTunes. And that On 3 song that I just played, which a lot of people always ask me about, that was after both of those CDs. The On 3 and the Taylor Swift's X are both available on iTunes. And if you look them up on YouTube, there's videos for both. I'm pretty easy to find. I always tell people, if they can't remember my name and they don't take a CD or a business card, if you go to YouTube or Google and just you put in Taylor Swift's X, because it's pretty memorable, people can usually find me that way.
That's the first thing I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm home tonight.
Yeah. Bye. Thanks for listening. So if you go home and you look on YouTube under Taylor Swift's X, there's a funny video that I made for it, and it's very easy to find. And then it's like a breadcrumb trail to find the rest of my music from there. This is my kid's favorite song. This is a song I wrote called They. And I always loved this song. My wife never liked it. Sometimes she's brutally honest. And as a songwriter, you're always writing new things and coming up with new things. And in the morning, you're showing the song to your wife that you couldn't sleep all night long and you worked on it. And then I just want one of those wives who's just like, you're awesome and that's the best song I've ever heard all the time. And my wife is more, no, she's honest, so she's, it's all right. You may want to go back to the drawing board on that one. So she never loved this song, but it's one of my favorites, and it's my kid's favorite of mine. And I'll tell you a silly little thing that you don't want to hear after the song is over.
They say you can't judge a book by its cover. They say that one good turn deserves another. They say that you can lead a horse straight to water, but you can't make it drink. Now what do you think? Who are they anyway? 'Cause no one ever told me, no one ever told me. Who are they anyway? 'Cause no one ever told me. They say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. They say that you get wiser as you get older. So do unto others as you would have them do to you. And what goes up must come down too. But who are they anyway? 'Cause no one ever told me, no one ever told me. Who are they anyway? No one ever told me. They say the best should always be saved for last. They say you can't go back and change the past. No. They say most of the things that's been said, and plenty bunch more that you haven't heard yet. But who are they anyway? 'Cause no one ever told me, no one ever told me. Who are they anyway? No one ever told me, no one
told me. Okay, so the funny thing that I'm going to tell you, that you probably don't want to know, but I just have to get it out there. Anybody know Pop Rocks, the candy Pop Rocks? Yeah, do they still make that or no?
Yes.
They do? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you put it in your mouth, as soon as it hits liquid, it just makes that sound. You know the Pop Rocks sound? Well, from this sickness that I've had, I haven't had much head congestion. It's all been in here and in my throat, of course. But something really weird, like about 5 nights ago when I was sleeping and I couldn't sleep, I heard the exact sound that Pop Rocks make in your mouth and your head in my left ear. And I don't know what's going on in there, but like, if I just sit and listen, it sounds like somebody poured Pop Rocks in my ear. It's just always going like that. So welcome to my world. Anytime I'm singing a song, if I let it get to me, it's almost like I want to turn over in this direction and say, what is that? It's very, sick. Being sick is the worst. It plays weird tricks on your body. But anyway, so when I'm playing guitar, to you it sounds like this. To me, it sounds like this. Like that, so it's very strange. I can't wait to get better. Who likes YouTube? YouTube videos. Everybody's a YouTube video addict, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like those, the viral ones, of course, that everybody passes around on Facebook and on emails and stuff, like,
What does the fox say?
what does the fox say? That is sheer brilliance. What does the fox say? My kids have listened to that like 1,000,000 times, so have I. But what does the fox say? And my kids are all into Toby or Tobuscus, whatever he calls himself, all those videos. What else was there? There was Denver the guilty dog who ate the cat treats that was going around for a while, and there was, of course, the Susan Boyle thing. And anyway, I don't know if I necessarily need or want to play this for you, but I got this idea after What Does the Fox Say came out, and we heard it probably 400 times in our house. And so I got this idea, and it was sort of akin to the Taylor Swift's X thing. It was just a silly, stupid, probably bad idea. But I wrote this song called the Million Hit YouTube Song. Have you found this out there? No? No? When you were looking at Taylor Swift's X, did you find this yet or no? Well, it's new. I just launched it on on Monday. So it's got a whopping 355 hits. And it's called the Million Hit YouTube Song. And I wrote this song, and it's basically, it's about writing a million hit YouTube song. So I think I'm going to play it just for fun. And then when you go home, if you're so generous, you can find it on YouTube there, and you can just be like, hey, this is called the Million Hit YouTube Song, but it doesn't have close to 1,000,000 hits. Maybe I'll hit it a few times to help it. You really need the visuals to go along with this. I got a friend addicted to YouTube. He said, man, I love your songs, I do, but I bet none of them could ever get 1,000,000 hits. $5. Even though he was only being funny, I said, bro, I'll take your money. So we shook hands, and he said, there's a few video rules you got to follow.
No Miley, no Bieber, no Gaga, no Swift, no Charlie biting fingers, no sedated kids, no gummy bears, oranges or dogs that can smile. No weddings, no Gangnam Style, no cheap tricks to help it along. Just a million hit YouTube songs. I went home and picked up my guitar, but I never even got that far when in came a text from you-know-who. It said, dude, remember the rules. No Toby, no Boyle, no Duck, no farts, no animal teas, and no groups on guitar, no sneezing baby pandas or what a fox says, and absolutely no Harlem shakes, no cheap tricks to help it along. Just a million hit YouTube song. No evolution, no babbling babies. No puppets, no call me maybes. No Miley, no Bieber, no Gaga, no Swift, no Charlie biting fingers, no sedated kids, no gummy bears, oranges or dogs that can smile. No weddings, no Gangnam Style, no Toby, no Boyle, no Duck, no farts, no animal teas, and no groups on guitar, no sneezing baby pandas or what a fox says, and absolutely no Harlem shakes, no cheap tricks to help it along. Just a million hit YouTube song. $5 says you're gonna be wrong about a million hit YouTube song.
Now I have to confess, I'm proud of that song. And I sent it to my friend Dave Hammer up in New York. And of course, it's hard to take that song out of context. You really do have to watch it with the video, because every mention that I make in the song, I basically show a clip from these videos that everybody has seen and passed around, videos that have like 200 and 300 million hits. So you'll recognize a lot of the features, a lot of the footage in the thing, and it's a lot of fun and whatever. But I sent it to my friend Dave, and I was like, here, get a load out of this. Am I an idiot or what? And he actually, because he's always looking for finely crafted songs, and he wrote back and he said, I'm not kidding, that's one of the best songs you've ever written. It's really catchy, and it's tight, and the lyrics all make sense, and I love that song, so whatever. Is it time to go? Gotta head home. Thanks for coming. Are you?
What's your most favorite song that you've written?
My most favorite song? You want to hear the I Will, I Do before you go?
Sure.
I know we got a little breakdown there, so if you have to go, that's totally fine. But this is one of my favorite songs I've written. My sister-in-law asked me to play a song for their wedding, and it was a cliche, not cliche, but it was a song, that everybody has played for their wedding. So I asked her, well, I will play that, but I got the idea for another wedding song. Would you be open to it? So I ended up writing this song for her wedding, and then a wedding that I also went to in Florida, a good friend of mine. So I played this at each of their weddings, and I've since put it out as a song. It's called I Will, I Do.
After so much planning, just look at us standing, your hand in mine, waiting with the words we learned and rehearsed, line by line. Now the time has come to ask, as we set out on this path, before our friends and God above, will you? Do you? I will, I do. I give myself to you, and I promise to be true. I vow today, forever I will stay, through the good and the bad times too. I will, I do. We spend a lifetime searching for one single person, and I found you somehow. But here I can't even wait another minute to say this. I just want to let it out now. I will, I do. I give myself to you, and I promise to be true. I vow today, forever I will stay, through the good and the bad times too. I will, I do. Now the time has come to ask, as we set out on this path, before our friends and God above, will you have this woman? And do you take this man? Will you do everything you can in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer? I will, I do. I give myself to you, and I promise to be true. I vow today, forever I will stay, through the good and the bad times too. I will, I do. I will, I do.
Something like that. I haven't played it in a little while. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Hey, Adriana. Thanks for coming. Okay? You can go take one of each of my CDs home. Okay?
He's
Gift.
also a soccer
Okay.
coach. He's my daughter's soccer coach. He's a jack of all trades.
That little girl right there. Show them your big smile, Adriana. Isn't that the sweetest smile? Well, she's a killer. She'll chop you down from down low on the soccer field. She's a murderer out there. She's fantastic to have on your team. So, thanks for coming so much. Get home safe. Have a nice weekend. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, I really very much appreciate everybody who came and for listening. It looks like maybe a couple of you, came you were getting some library books, right? Yep. So yeah, that looks good right there. I love the library. I'm always here getting books out and movies, and I'm a huge advocate of the library. And anybody watch that new Sherlock Holmes show? Have you seen the modern day Sherlock Holmes on BBC or something? And it's really, really, really good and creative. And our whole family has been watching it, and we love it. And it's renewed for the January, I think. But anyway, so I suddenly got on Sherlock Holmes, and so I was just here yesterday, and I got the big, thick, unabridged Sir Arthur Conan Doyle works, all of them from the newspaper back in 1881 or something, I think. So I'm going to sit down and read, not all of them, it'll take me forever, but I'm going to just start reading some of the Sherlock Holmes because I've heard such fantastic things about the stories and the writing and stuff, but I love the library. Well, I'll just play a couple, whatever. You guys don't feel, if you want to get up and leave, you don't, worry about it. But I'm going to play maybe one more song and then be done. Unless you guys, grab me around the ankles and say, don't leave, we need more music. In which case, I'll play more. But Adriana's gone, but she asked me what my favorite song is, and I have no idea. But this is one of them. Well, I don't know if my voice can do this song, but I'm going to try it because I'm never fearful of trying it, even when I'm not supposed to. I'm a real love sap. I'm also a huge 70s music fan. The Jackson 5 is one of my soft spots. I love the Jackson 5. So when I was making my last CD there, the whole record has a 70s type of a nod to it. And I was mowing my lawn in the fall, and I was listening to the Jackson 5 on my iPod. And suddenly I got this idea for this song, and so I shut off my music. And I always find as a songwriter, whenever I mow my lawn, the constant hum of the lawnmower just gives me inspiration for music. So I just mowed the lawn and listened to this song, this vibe that was in my head. So this is called Finally Love. It's okay on acoustic guitar, but it's really killer on that CD back there. I just love the way it came out. It's about the most ill-advised song that I can go for vocally when I'm sick. So I figure, since I'm hearing the whole time, what does it matter?
I wanna cover you with kisses, grant you all your wishes, and I know just exactly what this is. It's finally love. I no longer got to wonder about this spell you've had me under. It just hit me like thunder. It's finally love. This is finally love, and it's everything I ever dreamed of. I said it's everything that I ever needed. This is finally love. Everything I ever dreamed of. I said it's everything they said it would be, 'cause I've been lost and I've been lonely, and I kept hopeful I'd get found. So I kept waiting on my one and only. Girl, you finally came around. And this is finally love, and it's everything I ever dreamed of. I said it's everything that I ever needed. This is finally love. Everything said it's everything they said it would be, and this is finally love, and it's everything I ever dreamed of, everything that I ever needed, and this is finally love, and it's everything I ever dreamed of, everything they said it would be now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's one of my favorite songs that I've ever written in my whole life, and hopefully before you leave, and in fact, there's no option. You cannot leave here without my music. So they are free if you want them, okay? Please take one of each of my CDs, and when you listen to that one called Finally Love, you can...
Wait, they're free?
Sure.
Okay.
There's actually two, not free. I'm kidding. Awful joke. Yeah, if you want them, take them. Okay, I really, really would like nothing more than for my music to get into your house. So just take one, and there's no excuses. And if you hear that track, Finally Love, it came out great. There's fantastic players. I was blessed. My second CD was produced by a guy named John Ginty. John Ginty is a Grammy Award-winning keyboard player. He's a B3 organ specialist, and he is now with the Dixie Chicks and Courtyard Hounds, which is the Dixie Chicks without Natalie, whatever her name is. So he's now in with them, and he was with Jewel for a long time, and Citizen Cope, and he plays with the Allman Brothers when they come through New York, and he's an incredible talent. And so his B3 organ stuff is all over that CD, and he brought in some great players, and I'm really proud of it. But when you hear that Finally Love, I think you'll like it, and you can know the story that I wrote that song to a lawnmower in my grubbies walking around my backyard. So thank you very much for coming, everybody, for listening. I really hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did.
I just want to real quick say thanks to everyone for coming out today. I hope you had as much fun as I know I did. Bill, your music is just amazing.
Thank you.
From Taylor Swift X to YouTube to On3. He's absolutely so talented, so thank you very
Thanks.
much.
How will I